Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Mother's Day weekend. It is my second grandmother's weekend and my 31st Mother's Day. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, and myself and my son now are successfully teaching other people to stay home. I feel like it's really, especially these times, you always have to have what you're looking for as a side gig. You always have to have something you can do from your phone. Everybody has time. Everybody has time. If they're scrolling, then you have time to start a home-based business. So welcome again. My name's Tammy. Hey, Kelly. Kelly's walking. So this is how we do things here with the Fearless Freedom Movement. I had a dream in 2019 that I needed to really commit to and form my own community. That's why I created the Fearless Mama, the first product that I had, and it went and took off like crazy. A lot of people learned from me with that Fearless movement, and now I have my own system. I have my own products. I have my own server. We are successfully now in our seventh year, I think it is, of the Fearless Freedom Movement. So, and especially today, I feel like with the world and all this distractions that we needed to come on live Saturday. So again, welcome. It's Mother's Day weekend. If you are a mother or if you have a husband, then you're sort of like a mother because I feel like my hubby's my biggest kid. But anyway, again, I have been married. I've been married to him for 38 years, but we've created an amazing small little family. A lot of people have more kids than us, but we had two. We have a son, he's on here on my Zoom, and a daughter, and they are our reason why we are self-employed. Let me just state this really clearly for the parents out there. If you're not a parent, I totally get it too, because if you are anything like I am, I did not want a boss. And when you have a boss or a job, it might be comfortable for you, but at the same time, you have no freedom. You have literally no freedom to do what you want when you want. So we jumped on here on a Saturday just to kind of show people what we're doing. We're taking a special group of people with our two digital products that we have. So if you're not familiar with Get Fearless Freedom, I've had that system for 7 years. It's made lots of people a lot of money. You can use that system for any offer. So anything online, if you want to 10 times your business, you can take my sales system. I have unlimited capture pages with that system. It starts out at $200, goes all the way to $2,000. I've had literally people quit their jobs because of that system. So we have the Get Fearless Freedom that we talk about on Mondays, and now a new product, which is called the 300 Cash Vault. 300 Cash Vault. And that is I guess you could say one of our flagship products now, Rob, because of the information in the back office. We have three pillars. We have where you can earn money with it. You can resell it if you want. And then the other thing that's what I love about it is you don't have to resell it to make money with it. And we'll explain. So typically on a Saturday and Sunday, my husband and I are off. We're doing auctions. Okay. Now, some people are not familiar with auctions. Maybe you've heard of, especially with the latest Daryl that just passed away from the Storage Wars. But before that, prior to us living in Las Vegas and traveling all around West, we used to flip properties, my husband and I. So we bought and sold over 50 some properties. We love real estate, but we found smaller chunks of real estate, meaning smaller chunks of physical assets. Okay, so when I talk these terms, just realize that we didn't get to this spot just overnight. It's a process, it's a learning curve. Okay, so the cash vault, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something you can jump in and just say, I'm going to make $1 million next month. No, this is more of a learning station, if you want to call it that, where you're going to have more control over how to buy silver, how to buy gold, how to do things like that if you have extra income, right? You want to pay yourself first. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but you want to pay yourself first. So everybody used to always just, think of their bills all the time first. Well, start thinking differently, especially in these times. So Rob has information he's going to share here today. We're going to go over to the 300 Cash Vault because you guys have heard me talk about the Get Fearless Freedom for 7 years. Okay. We literally focused on building our community for 7 years with Get Fearless Freedom. And this is the first product we've relaunched, or excuse me, launched separately outside of the system. So if you do need to review Get Fearless Freedom, get back to the person that invited you here. There's a 7-minute video. There's a callback. You can ask me questions about it. It's literally what everybody should have online. And I'm not joking, because if you're promoting something and you're building someone else's list, who is that benefiting? Who is it benefiting on here? Anyone know? It's benefiting the person that launched the product, right? It's benefiting that person that launched the product. So if you don't see your leads into your own autoresponder, okay, and I don't call out names, I don't do that, but I'm just telling you, if you see a funnel, I don't care if it's hot, if it's converting, whatever, and they're collecting all the leads, well, that's their whole gig. That's the whole reason why they're doing it. And so they can collect your hard-earned money, they can collect your hard-earned your time, right? And so I just wanted to say that, and that's the reason why I have Get Fearless Freedom. So I use my sales funnels for any opportunity. I use my sales funnels for Cash Vault. I use my sales funnels for my husband's business. He's launching a franchise. So I use it literally to collect customers, and that's what you have to have. So so anyway, that's the premise and the basis of why we're continuing to teach and train. Now, how do you utilize both of these products? Well, that's hence the reason why we came out with the VIP program that Rob's going to talk about. VIP, what's it mean? What's it stand for? A very important person. I've literally seen people go from not knowing a darn thing to saying aha moments on our masterminds. So I said, let's take a group of 5 people at a time. So we only have 2 more spots. We have 3 people that have taken it. All right. They're not on here. They're actually busy doing the stuff that I told them to do. So the first day for that is this Wednesday, the 13th, May 13th. We're going to go 4 sessions. Okay. And you get a physical laptop with it. So I'm going to have Rob go through this. He's sitting right there next to me, and I'm sorry I had to get a real quick drink. But he's going to go over the new Cash Vault, because I feel like that's a $300 payday so that you can start putting aside some money into the other things that we're doing. Does this make sense? Now, a lot of people on here, if you want to put, yes, I'm already 300 Cash Vault member, that way we know, and then we can kind of go from there. And so again, this is going to be another maybe 20, 30 more minutes, because I know everybody's busy. And that's the cool part, is that everybody is plugging in from wherever they're at. So I appreciate you guys jumping on the Zoom. Hey, LaDonna, how are you? LaDonna's driving too, so please be careful. So Rob, if you want to just cover, if you can, in about 10 minutes, the Cash Vault. Everybody can watch the 3-minute video if they want. How to advertise it, which is simple. We're sharing it on Facebook. We're doing, I'm doing Pinterest. I'll be teaching that. Obviously in the back office, it's not a live. I'm adding videos, but for the live section of it, if you guys want to get the one-on-one training, Rob will explain that. So away you go, Rob.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I'm just finishing. I was trying to get the slides working, so I got that working. Yeah, so thank you guys for spending your time with us on Saturday. There's just a lot of cool stuff we've been working on that really benefits you. If more than anything, it will benefit you by being on the Zoom and joining in on our movement. The thing is, with online, there's going to be always a lot of distractions, right? Whether it's news, whether it's a new opportunity, whether it's a lot of rah-rah and hype. And Mom and I, if you're someone that doesn't like the hype, we built this program based on, like, you ever hear the of course the term the tortoise wins the race, and that's exactly how we build, because you can have flashy and cashy stuff, but when it comes down to value and something you get out of it, you're going to find it here. So that's what's really cool. And so thank you for some people I were invited were talking, Mom. So if you're like Zoom user or user, if you could just rename yourself to who you are, that just keeps us a nice, neutral, clean environment. Who we have on tonight, today, wherever you're tuning in tonight or today from, this afternoon, morning, you name it. This is worldwide stuff. So I'm just inviting everyone, sending out a lot of information to people. So that's why they're hopping in. I follow my mom's strategies, guys. I do market. So that's why I'm very successful because I do actually, take the action, right? So, all right, we're gonna go into here. Just sharing my screen. I don't know if you guys can see the screen. All right, I'm pretty sure you can see it. I was just doing, this is my Facebook thing here. This is what we're talking about. And so I did a live yesterday, and I want to kind of get into why a lot of everyone is on here. I did a live, and I'm going to kind of explain what is going on, why I kind of was on live yesterday, and then my mom has been on her own stuff, and we're kind of bringing it all together today on a Saturday on how this can benefit you guys. But I was discussing a lot of the stuff going on right now in the world, right? Is literally something that humans really shouldn't even process, right? Some of the stuff that we see, it's almost like it's not meant for you to see, right? And process. And so it's designed that way. But the thing with a lot of times when we're in all this and we see all this stuff, the thing that doesn't come to mind, and it's designed to have it like this, is it's designed to have you guys not think of what the solution is. So they want you to focus on the problem, but they never want to tell you the solution. And so, Mom and I'm gonna log into what we have in store for you guys, and it's a really amazing program. There's no monthly fee, so a lot of you guys may say, "Oh, wait, is there a monthly to this?" No, there is not. It's a very cheap price point. We're gonna get into it. It's in the name itself, you'll see. So very affordable to get in and lock in. And what we've created here is a beautifully built dynamic program that you can refer, you can make money, you can learn how to make money in it. In these times and these weird, crazy, crazy times. And I don't just like talk and then like get to what the product is at the end. I want to give it to you front forward, and then I'm going to explain why we built this and how you can join today and get you guys started. So the 300 cash vault, Mom and we saw all the stuff going on in the world, right? We saw, a lot of the craziness. We just knew and we seen it. And so what the main reason why you're even on here, and I have to get to the ending here, is just remember why you need an online business, okay? And I'm going to share my screen full so you guys don't have to like zoom in or look. Um, but why do you need an online business, right? That's like the main key thing. And so I always say to myself, if I'm online, if I have a phone, if I have a laptop, you might as well like make money. Can I all get a agreement there? Like you might as well, right? I mean, you can attend every Zoom possible, you can look at every post out there, but if you're not actively working on yourself more than you do your job or anything else out there, you're really going to fail. Like if you're constantly building up another company, which is a 9 to 5 job, or you're looking and scrolling and you're not actively marketing, that there's a lot of promising out there that, hey, you can make this passive income, you can make this crypto money, you can make all this money. But really, realistically, eventually that falls and crashes, whether it's manipulation in the markets, whether it's the program that was a Ponzi scheme, you name it. And so mom's seen this through 14 years in the industry. So if anyone brand new on here, my mom has built these programs for over 14 plus years in the industry. So it's not like, hey, you know what, 6 months ago, we decided to get on a Zoom and tell you about this. We built this program with that industry leading knowledge, and that's why you want to plug in today. And so the main reason why we have this, because I was saying on my live, is everyone talks about this craziness going on, but no one's talking about the answer, like the fixing of it and how to navigate these waters. And so really when it comes down to it, you have World War III, you have plandemics, not pandemics, plandemics. You have martial law, you have civil wars, you have grid failures. And all that's designed is to take away the human experience of joy, love, peace, and happiness. That's all it is. And who does that is at the top. And you guys here are sitting like, how do we get out of this? Well, guess what? You have humans here, mom and I, that are bringing this business to you. And it's really your decision away to make your own happiness. And so that's why what we did here is we said, we understand what's going on. I mean, you got California, you got almost $10 a gallon. You got New York that taxes like a million. I just go from state to state because like I'll just go through. But you got Florida barely out. They're basically out on a verge of a fuel shortage. You have jet fuel basically 6 weeks to go. You have World War III. You have the guy that tweets all the time and says stuff. You have people on this side that want to do anarchy and they want to rise up. And then but guess what? You still need to make money. Can I all get an agreement? You can have a right, you can have a left, you can have in the middle, but we all need to still make money. And so you're going to have this in throughout your life. I mean, really, you are always going to have craziness. And so, mom and I created this program. It's a pillar of three things, and that's all we keep it to. So, it's a very simple program. This is not something to look into further and be like, "Wait, you know what? I'm buying into a $300,000 franchise." No, it's only $300. That's it. That's it. $300. And you guys get in on this movement to really win and really help people. It's not a matter of it's a lot of times people look at the selfishness of themselves, right? They gotta put the oxygen on mask first. And that's totally true. That is totally true. But you want to navigate these waters and what your legacy you're leaving behind. And some of you may have children, you may not. You may have grandkids. And so when we built this and we designed this program, 300 Cash Flow, we designed this where it's built on the foundation. Like you can have a really amazing house. You can have people that are in your family, and one may be the cook, one may be the cleaner. You have kids running around in the backyard having a great time. But guess what? If the foundation of that house that you guys all sleep in at night is literally built on like toothpicks and it's about to fall, you have nothing. So a lot of programs that you see out there that are built they are built on simply fly by night. It was built last week, and that was it. My mom has built these programs with our incredible programmer where it's very simplified for you to make money online. And so the cool thing about this is it's not the network marketing side of things where you're having to talk and get on. I make this joke with my mom, but she always laughs every time. But it's kind of like this, right? You get on a voicemail, you're at a soccer game or a basketball game, and the gentleman, you guys dads will step out and they go, "Hey, I got this new product. It's for muscle building. Hold on, Tim, hold on." And then all of a sudden you get cut off and you're explaining all of the business and you don't have to. And so we built this entire program where the system explains it, and that's where you profit. Now, who likes that idea? If you have a 3-minute video, you have a community, you have a 14 plus year old veteran in this industry that builds these for your own success, type a number 300. And I want to see participation from everyone because I love seeing comments. I love seeing it. Even if you're brand new, hey, you know what? Welcome in. We appreciate you because we built this where it's not just a place to make money by having this offer. It's a place to learn how to make money. right? There's a difference with what my mom and I have built. And so to get to begin, and I rip the band-aid off quick because that's how I do things. I don't like to get to the way end and then keep talking about how it's in the mindset and you must be an amazing mindset and then all of a sudden get to the price, but then say, but today only I got all the way to the end, but then I'm going to explain the value. So I do a little bit of different thing here because a lot of people like that because they see it and then they're going to see, wait a minute, this price is incredible. And so what we built with the three pillars is the system itself. So that back office I will share in a little bit. That's that peer-to-peer system where you can refer over and over and over and make $300. Now people go, I don't like referring. You know what? This is what I say. Everyone sells. The moment you walk across the street and you wave to that person that lets you cross the sidewalk, you just sold to them because you know what you said? You said, "Hey, thanks. You didn't run me over." You just sold to them. Or maybe you walked in and you have a storefront business and you have a coffee shop and people are coming in because the advertising was there. So everything is always advertising. It's a matter of where do you want to put your hat in and learn and grow the proper way versus the hype and the garbage and all that stuff out there. So we built this like that, which is really cool. We also built in the second pillar where my father, from the age of 8 years old, yes, that's right, 8 years old, he has been building and collecting and amassing tangible, physical, precious metal assets. And where we go, and actually how to dollar cost average and how to get different coins and silver and gold through credit lines and you name it and credit cards and there's all these different things back there. And like I say, the value and $300 alone, that is absolutely insane. Right here, my dad says, "You really want to include this?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely. We're a family of value." And he says, "I agree." So these are some of the coins. Maybe Mike might go like, "Whoa, what? Well, okay, there's some coins." I know I got Mike on. Thanks for being on, Michael. You were on my live yesterday. So some of the coins that my dad, and these are just some, like, there's stuff that like you get and you don't like want to share. So these are, some of the coins that he's been able to flip. What's really cool about this one is I built this one. I built this pillar. So this is a worldwide opportunity. This works everywhere in the world. There's resources and guides to work anywhere in the world. So, if it's not just United States, it is Canada and worldwide to show you how to prep and where to go for surviving this apocalypse and stuff and craziness out there. But we wrapped it up, and if you want to share it, you can make $300 a pop. And plus, we actually give resources and leads how to get people coming to you, not you going out to them. There's a lot of great stuff and blueprints and guides. And the great thing is instead of you guys learning Canva and Photoshop and all that, we simplified it down to images. That's what we've done. And you can just share these anywhere. If you saw it on social media, you can share it there. You can share it in groups. You can text, you name it. This is a resource that's perfect because you never know who you could help out there. And it's all, like I said, $300, not bad at all. And you can market how you want to market. We just give you suggestions. And of course, my mom being an expert lead generation machine, it really is like leading the horse to water. We cannot make you forced to be drinking it, but it is there that you can take advantage of that with your own way of being comfortable with marketing, guys, right? We are a different approach than a lot of people on webinars and Zooms. We sometimes you get out there and you have people say, but you must post on Facebook. You're now in our our community. You absolutely must. And that's not what we say. We say, what are you comfortable with, right? So that's what's cool. It breaks it down to an easy comp plan, no funnels, no emails, by the way, no setup, none of that stuff. You actually can get up and running just like that. That's it. just literally one click, a saving of your profile. It generates a profile link. You put your profile picture or avatar or whatever, or not no picture at all. You can do that and you can start generating income and sharing this, which is so cool. It's built on a system where it's a send and receive. I know we all have these smartphones nowadays. Well, guess what? You can accept and receive anything you would like. So if you want Zelle, you can get a Zelle payment, put your Zelle information back there. We are not limited to just PayPal or ClickBank. A lot of times people they're like, wait a minute, how am I going to get paid? Well, guess what? You can get paid in any single direction you want to get paid. And that's that peer-to-peer. The great thing about this is a learning platform. I say to yourself, invest in yourself. People are investing tens and thousands of dollars into themselves and get nowhere with college. My good cousin, and I love him. He is a great cousin, Jared. Okay. He just got done with political science and now he's looking for jobs. He went through 30 to $40,000 and a couple year degree. And that was low side because he got a lot of scholarship, different stuff, but he had to get some extra stuff. And guys, this is $300. That's it. That is it. To learn how to survive this apocalypse with us,
Plus, he's
you're
not even
seeing all of
using
our
the degree.
success. Yeah,
He's not
they're
using the
seeing all of
degree.
the success we have. I mean, mom and I, $20,000 months. I got a brand new vehicle during these economic times. I'm always uh raising my higher vibration of betterness. And it really is just that swap and that transfer today of your decision, because we give it to you, right? I mean, you're talking 14 plus years in the industry. We have our marketing guides, resources, and blueprints. You get our one-time membership for life. You're getting bonuses of emergency funding we added back there. We have groups that you can get in, and we have different leads and sources that can come to you. They actually will text and say, "Well, what is this?" Well, guess what? We have those sources, which is cool. And I just want to wrap up and blend it right into what we also have for you guys. As we have this incredible new breakdown mentorship. I want to first off log into the program we have. It's called Give Fearless Freedom. This is a 7-year business. Not a lot of people nowadays can say that they've had a business that stood since 2019. We have had this. You're not only joining a program that's built on major success, but you're having 300 cash vault in your pocket, and you're going to learn with our VIP program today on how to really, really, truly figure out. And when I say I'm going to teach you guys as well with the back office, and Zoom's coming up with a bonus for people that join, I'm going to show you where I go to go get AMMO online, to get different prep and resources online, how to do this truly to get ahead of this. When I said on my live how to survive this, I wasn't saying it to get you on a Zoom and never tell you. This is some really amazing stuff. So what you're going to get a part of our VIP program is this incredible marketing system. And the cool thing about this is it has multi different purposes. So you can have where you can go with us and market like a crazy 7-figure earning woman, my amazing mom. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers as well. But really, it just is incredible to have my mom as my mentor. A lot of people just only wish they could work with their family. They're tired of working a 9 to 5 boss and a job. But we have this incredible system here that you guys also get. You get the 300 cash vault, which is over a 500 plus dollar value, and you get 4 weeks of mentorship with you, my mom and I, all for a simple price of 1,097 today. That is it. And you get a Google Chromebook as well. So you get a physical brand new laptop that's fully loaded with this business. Fully loaded. So you get everything, all of my ultimate setup. You get the marketing stuff. You get images. You get everything you could even freaking imagine, all for only 1,097. Now, if you pay that in full today, that's only 997. That is it. And you get locked in with our program. The cool thing about that is as soon as you get locked in, I give you a Google form. And that Google form, guys, is a really cool little form. And that form, guess what? Gets filled out with your address and all this mailing where this laptop will go. And you're going to get a brand new laptop in your hands with the business that I will load in on it. And you are going to be rocking and surviving these weird, wacky, crazy times of 2026. So that's what's really cool. Very easy breakdown of what we have. You can either get with Cashvault today for only $397. You can also get GFF standalone for $247. But we have a really amazing deal. Like I said, I wanted to get back to the slide real quick. Where is it? I want to. Sometimes I try to find where my slide is at, Mom. I'm always there. It is. Okay. So we have this very, very cool breakdown and the process of signing up. We're going to go into that as well. Any questions we are able to ask, you guys can ask. You can type the comments, raise your hand. We are here because the decision of today is you already see the craziness, right? There is so much crap going on. And the key thing is people will they'll leave and then they'll look at the news and they get more depressed. We are a beacon of light where we can not only help you make money in these times, which is so unique. That is super unique. There's a lot of people saying, hey, this and join this new oil I have and new coffee and whatever. But guess what? That does not fix your current financial and prepared situation ahead. And so that's why with joining us today, very, very simple and being able to refer it. You can make money. You don't have to refer it. You can learn and lock in with us. And that's really where I'm going to hand it off to you, Mom, and why they need an online business coming from a seven-figure earner.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's so many times when I've said, wow, what would I be doing if I didn't be sitting here on a Saturday with people? And what would I be doing if I didn't have a website to market? So I just want people to understand too, the reason why I came out with the VIP, especially in these times, is so that you can be foundationally structured. A lot of people ask me questions. I get messages all over the internet. I'm serious when I say that. I get text messages. I get Facebook inboxes. I have a school group for my GFF community. I get messages all over the place saying, how do you do something? Well, the reason why I've created this program, the VIP, is so that you can ask me in one setting and you can see it over the shoulder training. Not only will you get to be able to pick my brain in one session on Wednesdays. We've coached and mentored people at the 2000 level last year, the year before when we launched the 2000 level with it. We said, let's do something that people can afford and we can actually take payment plans on. Okay. So I just want people to understand that this is a 4-week process. Okay. So don't expect to learn it in 15 minutes, what I've known to how to bring about a community in 12 years, right? So I just want people to understand there's things that you need to put in place for your own self. We have 2 more spots. Rob will have to send you an application today if you want a spot. If you want to learn about it, no obligation. Send me an email. I just need to know where you're at because in order for me to help you, because there is so many people I've coached, thousands of people over the years, right? And I actually had my own mentors and they sat me down and they said, well, Tammy, what do you want to do with the business? Seriously, what do you want to do with the business? And I'm like, well, I just want more time with my family. Okay, then we need to show people how to duplicate you. So that's what I'm doing. So I have my DMO that I send people, right? You get the DMO when you join either one of my programs. Everybody knows that. You get the 300 Cashvault, you get the 7-figure blueprint, right, of Get Fearless Freedom. But this VIP program is going to be where I show you what are you doing wrong? Where are you stuck? You show me, right? And I show you how to fix it. So I just want people to understand, you might not know how to do an email follow-up with your autoresponder. Well, guess what? We get that done. You might not know how to set up a Pinterest. Well, guess what? I have that done and I'm getting sales on Pinterest. Okay. I just want people to understand I teach what I do. So it's not like it's theory out there. Like, okay, it could possibly happen. No, it's actually happening. I can't give you an actual, like, okay, it's just like my husband buying into a franchise. They have not said once how much his business is going to make yearly. There's no way I know how to do that unless I come to your house. Now, if you want me to come to your house, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother, like thousands of dollars, right? I could come and stand next to Kelly and say, okay, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis? But that would cost probably a lot of money, especially with the travel, right? So I just want people to know that this kind of intensive uh business, right? That the VIP, the program, it's intensive. You have to show up. So you have to fill out an application. I'm sorry. I'm making everybody fill out an application. I've taught the leaders out there, and these are some of the things that they've gone on to set up their own communities, to set up their own things. And so maybe you want to do that someday. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just on the Zoom and you're just drowning in debt. Well, maybe this is for you then. Because let me tell you, in 38 years of being self-employed, I've had $50 left in my bank account. I've had houses, multiple houses. I had a cottage on the lake one time. I had 4-bedroom, 4-bath home. I've had Lexuses, BMWs. None of that stuff mattered. What mattered to me was being home with my kids. And that's what matters to you guys right now in these times. So monetary things, I've had it, it comes and goes. Money comes and exchanges. But it's the time freedom that you want with your family, and you need to know how to leverage my systems. And so that's the reason why I'm doing it. Does this make sense to everybody tonight? I keep saying tonight. I'm so used to doing Zooms at night. Here I am sitting in the beautiful sun. We never get any rain. We need some rain out west, actually. Nebraska's suffering. You guys see Nebraska? Like, I'm like holding my breath that these fires in Buckeye don't even come close to my house in Phoenix and Scottsdale. I'm like, that would suck. So what are you going to do if you need to hurry up and pack everything up today? What would you do? What would you do? Think of
Not a
these
lot of
things. What
people can
would you
answer that.
do if you had to, okay, let's just say whatever's happening right now. I don't even like to put it out there, but what's on the news, that crap. What would you do if you ran out of food in your house? Would you have enough? Well, we have it right in the back office, and this is what we've prepared for people for. And we've literally helped so many families already learn the survival resources. We'll be talking about it on our Zoom mastermind. And also, what are you going to do if the shit hits the fan, right? Like Rob talks about. Are you going to have what you need in your house, right? Whoops. Can I share my screen, Rob, or no? There it
Oh
is.
yeah, you can. I was just gonna do what you were
Oh
doing
yeah,
too.
right
Just
here.
showing,
We're on the same page. We just can't click these
Yep.
buttons because it shows the US resources, and we put the global resources because we got people down in Australia, New Zealand, things like that, members all over the world, right? So what would you do if you lost your job? What would you do if AI takes over? These are all things that we're able to help you guys sift and sort through because, like I said, in my 38 years of self-employment, I know literally what to do in case of. Okay. And I'll give you guys another real story. If you guys don't think I've gone through the ringer, if you don't think I have, and you just think that I've built a huge, community and a big business, I literally went through 9/11, and I had to literally, and I say literally a lot because it's the truth. I had to fire 22 employees. Did you know that was the hardest day in my life? Second hardest day was delivering a 9-pound, 9-ounce baby. My first child was only 7'9", but I'm saying that the second hardest day was to have to fire people. And you want to know the reason why I keep continuing to show up and to continuing to do these Zooms to help people is because I said if I could ever find something that I did really well, that I would help other people. And that's my passion. That's my why, is because I couldn't stand having to say, I'm sorry. The towers, the twin towers came down, crashing down. We lost half of our income overnight. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to lay you off. 22 employees. I still remember that day. That was one of the hardest days in my life. So think about it. Think about some of those hardest days in your life and now switch it and use it as a good perspective. And now say, you know what? I'm going to do what Tammy's talking about today, and I'm going to take action. Whether you take action with us or not, or someone else, just do the action. Okay. That's what this Zoom's all about today. So I just want you guys to know, yeah, it is a big baby. And you know what? Amanda almost tied me. Charlotte was 9'6". So, and I warned her, but she got to have her through C-section. I did it my naturally without no epidural. Had an epidural, but it didn't work. But anyway, that's a mother story. So I just want you guys to know, if you want an application, this is how you proceed today. You go to support. You bring up your email. This is a real simple step. Support@getfearlessfreedom.com. You have to have this submitted by Monday. Yes, we'll do another Monday Zoom if you want to learn more. The cutoff is Tuesday night, drop dead cutoff. I will only mentor 5 people. This is in addition to what I help people close sales with Get Fearless Freedom and Cash Vault. So you understand something? I'm only doing this to help 5 people that have asked me, you know. So it's a handheld experience. If you want something like that, let us know. You have to send in a support@getfearlessfreedom.com with the title application. Rob will send you it, and let's give them a view again. This is what we're going to be doing with people. I see so many people that are constantly program hopping. That's one of the reasons why you're not making money, is because you're program hopping. This is how to register for the 300 Cash Vault. Our systems are very simple. You get back to the person that's invited you here today. You'll see their name right here, like you see mine. You pay a 97 admin fee one time for the 300 Cash Vault. If you're hey, I can do this myself. I'm an expert marketer. Go for it. Go in there. You'll be able to set up your system in one click. There's no funnels. If you do want a funnel, like I said, you can always refer to the back office. There's literally steps in the back office of what to do on the homepage. Where to advertise. Oh my gosh, how did you get here? I mean, you can do word of mouth. You can do what Rob does. He messages people. Facebook's free. I mean, right now, honestly, people are looking for what we have. They don't want something that's just a get rich quick scheme, and then all of a sudden there's no value. There's no value at all. It's with some of these programs out there. We're giving you places to where Bob and I've had to go for emergency funds, right? And then the other thing we're
Yeah.
going to discuss and this is huge, listen to this one. You'll be able to literally get your $300 back plus more with the places that we're going to show you on the Wednesday, where Rob and my husband's figured out how to do rebates, right? Some people know how to do it, but there's also another place where you can get $200 when you set up certain accounts. So you can actually get your
Certain
cash
accounts,
back.
yeah.
So those are the things that people are looking for right now is, hey, it's not always how much money you make, it's how much money are you keeping. So